Hi, welcome to another episode of the Sports Psychology Podcast. I'm here with mental performance coach Georgia Miller. Hi, I'm Dr. Patrick Cohn. Today we have a brand new topic to discuss, and that is 3 ways to be able to improve your performance when guest playing. You're listening to the Sports Psychology Podcast. Georgia, when athletes go out and do guest playing on other teams, what are some of the challenges that athletes have with that? Maybe playing on a new team.
Yes. So for my athletes, especially, this is a newer in the club sports. So I see it a lot in baseball, softball, soccer, volleyball, even where teams don't have enough players for a tournament that they might be in. So they ask players to come in from other teams just to help fill their roster out. And so these athletes who get asked to guest play, what I see is that they put a lot of pressure on themselves, thinking that they have to be the best one because coach specifically asked them to join their team that weekend. I see a lot of fear of embarrassment also. So like worry about embarrassing themselves or just not knowing anyone on the team. And they feel like they are going to be lonely or just need to do something really great to impress these new teammates.
But it does seem like a great opportunity for athletes. For example, if they're asked to play on a national team or they're asked to play up, like on a soccer club or something like that, that seems like a tremendous opportunity for an athlete that wants to advance their career, right? And so what would happen in that case if I'm just so juiced and I'm so excited about that opportunity that, well, maybe I could go out there and try too hard or be too serious or other challenges there?
Well, I think you're kind of getting in, you just give a really good solution, actually, Dr. Cohn, which is to view it as an opportunity to grow and to learn from other coaches and to make new connections in the field. So I think perspective is a really big one. And sure, could they get a little too excited, maybe form some really high expectations with it? Yeah, I think that's another challenge, but a great solution to help them play better through the guest playing is to use their perspective and view it as an opportunity to grow.
Excellent. What's another way that we can help athletes when they're invited to play on another team?
Yeah, piggybacking off of what we just said is dropping your expectations. So what I see from a lot of athletes is just because they got asked to guest play, they turn that in their heads and think, well, I have to play great. I have to be the best one. I have to impress because this coach specifically asked me to guest play on their team, which isn't the case at all. Now that's just leading them to feel a lot more pressure going into it.
Yeah, we talk quite a bit about managing expectations in our work. As a matter of fact, it's one of the first sessions that we typically do with athletes. There's a lot of challenges that come from having grandiose or perfectionist expectations that trip athletes up. So it's very, very important to be able to understand what those expectations are, tweak those expectations out, and be able to manage those expectations and not go out there and expect that you're going to score 3 goals playing with this new team.
Right. And then the third way to help with your guest playing is just to remember the purpose. It's not to be the hero, to play the best. It's just to help out a team who needs some more players. So when you keep the purpose at the forefront of your mind, I think you're going to be a lot more at ease with it and just going in there, doing your best, doing something great and helping out another team and just hey, getting a whole nother weekend to play your sport. Who doesn't love that?
Yeah, and maybe the opportunity to play a different position, maybe the opportunity to meet new friends or meet new athletes, maybe the opportunity to get some tips from different coaches. So there's lots of opportunities that you want to focus on when you have that.
Yeah, and that's what I'm working on with my athletes who get asked to guest play is, well, what are all the things that you're gaining from this experience versus the things that you could potentially lose?
We're really getting down to the nitty gritty here with the Sports Psychology Podcast. Thanks for joining me today, Georgia. If you want more information, jump over to peaksports.com and click on Contact Us if you're interested in mental performance coaching with Georgia or myself. Thanks for joining us today on the Sports Psychology Podcast.